What's up? This is Ro James, and I'm chilling with my girl Brittany out here at South by Southwest. And you got my permission to check me out on GlobalGrind.
Hey, what's up, world? It's your girl Brittany, and today I'm here with a very special friend down here at South by Southwest. Ro James, what's going on, baby
What's
boy?
up, man?
How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Yeah.
Okay, so little birdie told me this is your first time at South by.
No, they lied.
They lied.
It was wrong bird.
Okay.
This is my second time.
2 times.
This is my second time.
Okay.
So the last time I was here was right when I released Coke, Jack, and Cadillacs. So this
That was a few years ago.
Yeah, 3 years.
It's been that long?
3 years.
Damn.
Yeah.
Time flies.
Time flies.
When you're having fun.
When you're having fun.
And the fun we're about to have in 2016.
I'm ready for it.
The new album.
Yeah.
El Dorado.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
So El Dorado, what you want to know?
What's the title name?
So El Dorado was my first car. So if you remember Coke, Jack, and Cadillacs, Coke was about my first girl, Jack was about me, and Cadillac represented my journey. So El Dorado is that Cadillac. So it's just the journey between leaving Indiana, moving to New York, and just figuring out myself as an artist, like what I wanted to talk about, living life, making mistakes, you know, that whole journey. You know, El Dorado also means the city of gold.
Right.
So, you know, New York was my city of gold. So it's just a whole bunch of things, you know.
What are fans want to learn about you this album?
Oh, man. Well, I think Coke, Jack, and Cadillacs, I made it kind of like nostalgic to when I was 19 years old and the music and stuff I was listening to, like that Jodeci, that, you know, trying to put all that together. This time I expanded the sound, I experimented a lot. I've let people know what else I could do vocally, you know, and I took risks, you know, worked with a lot of different producers that I probably wouldn't have worked with just so I can expand, you know.
How, I guess, do you deal with breakups? Do you just write everything down, or do you, like, you know, do the typical, like, thing, or you just, you know, everybody just don't talk to me for a little bit, I need a downtime, or are you the kind of person, like, let me just keep going? And
I keep going, and I'm the type of person that I keep everything inside anyway, so you would never know. I just keep it inside, but that comes out in my writing of how I feel, basically.
Yeah.
I don't let you see me sweat, you know.
You know what, that's what I really noticed about, like, a lot of singer-songwriters is that they're really, like, introspective people.
Yeah.
They're introverted.
It's a trust thing.
Tell me about some of the different people you worked with and, like,
Okay.
why you decided to work with them specifically.
So this process right here has been very also interesting for me and pushed me to grow because I've signed a deal now, you know, and ideally I know what I want to say and I know my vision. So taking someone else's input on how to put out your vision has been just also a challenge, you know. So working with new people, producers wise, I've worked with like Sounds, D-Mile, who else? B-Ham, I worked with Happy Perez, DJ Camper, just a lot of different people. I try not to go so much for the super big name producers,
Yeah.
so they don't overshadow what I'm trying to do. But also like a lot of label suggestions, you know.
How do you, I guess, like being on a label? Because it's a lot more different than
It is.
the independent grind, right?
Yep. Actually has been good. Mark this. It's been good.
He's a legend.
Yeah, he's a legend. So, you know, him giving me the opportunity to just be myself, you know. But I look at it like this, like say you painting a picture, right? You're in your mind, you're like, okay, I got this canvas. And what colors do I want to use for my picture? It's in your mind and you know. So it's like all these people in here coming in here and trying to tell you, like, no, you need to add pink to your picture or purple to your picture. Or you need to draw a line right through it. You're like, that's not what I see, man. It doesn't fit with my picture, you know? I used to be told that R&B was dead, I shouldn't sing as much, use some auto-tune, go in that lane.
They wanted you to
Rap
be a
more,
rapper?
rap more. Yeah, I have been told a lot of things. So I didn't really just take anybody's suggestion. I just like, you know someone and you like, I don't know if I trust.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you gotta be like that sometimes when you know who you are.
Let's talk about your single, Permission.
Word.
I love that song.
Thank you.
Who was the inspiration behind that song?
It was a couple of different inspirations, you know. But I think that it's just also my experience living in New York, moving around, you meet different women, different girls all the time. We guys can be aggressive sometimes. And I wanted to approach it a different way. Like last project, I came at it with Lisa and it was very aggressive. This time it's like, all right, let me add some finesse. You know, let me be more smooth, let me talk a little bit.
Yeah.
So I collaborated with Bert Simmons on that and my boy Rocky and Sound. So we just got in and kind of like spoke about it.
What's your line? Like, how do you get in?
That's crazy. You know, someone asked me this yesterday.
For real?
It's, you know, the easiest thing for me is, what's up, what's your name?
Okay.
I think that's the easiest thing. I don't think it needs to be like, yo, baby, you've been running through my mind all day. I know you tired. Nah, come on, that's corny.
Not like, you know, these dudes from New York can be like, yo, ma,
What's up?
Let me talk to you.
But you see what I did there? What I did here is, so for that guy right there, be like, yo, can I get your permission to have some time with you? That's a whole nother game.
Right.
You get what I mean?
Maybe you should teach a class.
Maybe I should.
Because some of these people just don't know. They don't know the rules.
They should listen to the song.
They should.
That's a tutorial.
So the whole thing's like asking for consent, asking for permission. I think that's a good message to promote.
Absolutely.
Especially like in our society where it's like, I feel like men sometimes feel like they own women and that women don't have a choice. It's like what I say goes. And your mama taught you.
Respect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You came from a good family.
I did. My mom's good. I have a great mom.
Yeah. So I guess when does El Dorado drop?
So El Dorado comes out in the spring. We haven't really settled on a date. We have like a couple, but you know, in the spring, early May.
Yeah. And then you've been on tour, right?
Mm-hmm.
You was on tour with K.Michelle?
Well, I'm doing that. That starts on Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah, I did The Dream, Eric Bellinger,
How was
a couple
hanging out
people.
with The Dream?
It was good. It was cool. It was. Our audiences are a little bit different, so just meshing the two and just getting some of his fans and letting them know my existence. And he has so many hits, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And when you're playing, you forget, like, dang, man, you've been out here.
Right, been doing this for
You've
a
been
long
doing
time.
this, so I'm just learning from these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're excited to go on tour with K.Michelle.
Yep.
Just try not to look at her ass every day.
That's gonna be hard because
I
you
know.
can't help it.
I hosted her listening session a couple weeks ago that I saw you at.
Yeah.
And I was just like, hey,
That shit
Kay.
crazy.
I couldn't even look at her face. Her ass was so shy.
You was like,
But she's such a funny person. And
Yeah.
as much as you like Jack Daniels, she's also Jack Daniels
Yes,
ambassador.
yes.
So y'all gonna have plenty of Jack Daniels on tour.
Jack pouring up.
Do you ever get nervous when you get on stage?
You know what? I don't get nervous when I get on stage. I get nervous before I even get there. On my way there, it's like, and then when I get in there, it's like, yeah, it's
the
crazy.
anxiety builds up and you're like, okay, it's either fight or flight. at this
I'm
point.
gonna have to do it. I'm here.
I can't
It ain't about to turn back around like I can't do this.
I'm nervous. I can't do this. To bro.
Nah,
You've been doing
like
this for
get
a
it
long
together,
time.
man.
Oh.
The most important things about stages, though, I'm just learning to. The nervous thing for me is just making sure I can hear myself up there. Most of the times, we really can't hear ourselves
Hear
up
yourselves.
there. You just be singing.
Right.
You just hear bass and
Just hope that
voice
you're
on.
and not. Yeah, I know. During the Grammys, Adele was upset because she couldn't hear herself.
That's the worst feeling in the
And
world.
she was
Especially
like-
in a stadium, or because it's like that, the echo, everything is just like bouncing around.
Bouncing back to you, and you're like,
Yeah,
She was like, I saw her turn around,
like this ain't it. I'm just gonna have to keep
can't-
going. You
all
can't
right,
stop
I
it.
just have to keep singing.
Keep
and
going.
hope that I sound okay.
She had a burger after though, so
Yeah.
she's alright.
I mean, that cheeseburger always makes it better.
It makes it all better.
Have you ever had a moment where you were like, shit was just not going right on stage, and
Yeah.
you were just trying to hold it all together because you were gonna freak out?
Yeah.
And how did you kind of talk yourself through it?
I don't know. I would say that for the past couple of years, like when I first put out that project, that was also my first times ever performing too. So I was learning at the same time, so making mistakes, but then having people look at you because you already have some music out there, so I was nervous, you know? So most of the times I get up there, I'm always worried about the sound and balancing and making sure that my movement is the same. So what happens is you'll be up there trying to make sure you sound right, but you'll not realize that you're not even moving because you're in one place. So, I mean, those are the moments that you have to navigate. But I would say that over the past couple of years, I'm just like, bruh, just do this shit.
Just let it
Just
flow.
do this. Be yourself, get up there, have fun. People are coming to sing with you and just watch you be you. So, yeah.